Everyone, and welcome. My name is Clearwater Chad. Now, last night I went on a program. I went on a network, the Catalano Network, and I went on their show as a pretense that it was going to help Joey's show get better ratings and help the community, help everyone involved. That's the statements I was advised of, and I was advised listening to the Bedabbler Network a few days before that this is something that Joey was into. He was happy about it, and I got an invitation to come on with no notice, with no prelim. And I thought I was going to be streaming with Rocco, Tukey, the OJ, and the Potato. When I showed up, there was a pineapple and a roach. Now, before this, I was on really good terms with the pineapple and the roach, and I will still give them the benefit of the doubt. And I'm not going to go as far as to say they lied to me, but I think they purposely left out some information about this stream that would have decided if I was going to come on or not. And I think that is wrong. I'm asking for and demanding an apology from Ekul, Pineapple, and Roachy. They will do this apology on the Bedabbler Network this weekend. I will accept nothing less. I will keep this grievance open and escalate it to a step 2 if I do not receive my apology. And both those boys will receive an NOD. This is facts. You don't mislead Clearwater Chad and don't think there's not going to be any consequences. Because right now, like I said, I'm on good terms with the guys. We're going to say everyone made mistakes. I should have done my due diligence. I will take responsibility for my part. I should have done my due diligence. Check with Joey C before. He would have cleared the whole thing up. Everything was, like I said, it's not that they lied to me, but they purposely didn't tell me a lot of stuff that I should have. I didn't know they were going to have. They had some stuff. I don't want to go into details for legal reasons, but they had some stuff on the stream that wasn't acceptable to have on there. Pictures of people acting like they're in the show and they weren't in the show lead me on to believe that I was going to be streaming with Rocco, OJ, Potato. I show up when there's a cockroach in the chat, and it's like one of those things. If you see one cockroach, it's going to make you want to go the other way. One's typically enough to make you want to go the way. Roachy, like I said, he's never done anything to me, but like I said, these boys owe me an apology for misleading me. They didn't tell me all the facts. I wouldn't have came on if Joey didn't, I thought Joey was on board, and those were the comments coming into me. And even though I was always, of course, positive with Joey in the show, during the show, because I'm good friends with Joey C. He's a good and decent man, and that's a confirmed fact. But these boys, like I said, it's one thing to do comedy. It's one thing to laugh and joke, but, this wasn't endorsed by Joey C. And if it's not endorsed by Joey C., it's not endorsed by Clearwater Chad. And I'm letting these boys off easy because, if we weren't friends, I would land on these boys like a hammer. If it was somebody else, I would land on them like a ton of bricks. And I expect this never to happen again. I hope I have made myself clear. I do not want this to escalate into World War V. Asking for and demanding an apology from EQ, Pineapple, and Roachy on the next Bedabbler Network, if he does a show this weekend. Those are my demands. This case will stay open and pending until I receive my demands and they're met in full. I thank everyone for your support in this time. I appreciate everyone. Thank you. Please consider subscribing to all your favorite channels, including Clearwater Chad. Have a good day.